Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon, and today's tutorial we are going to learn how to make this baby top. This is for the 2-year-old girl. Our top is in red color with our 3 motif flowers. Please don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started with our tutorial. Materials we're going to need, we're going to be using 4 different colors. All of them are fingering weight yarn. So we shall be holding 2 strands, and all of them are robin. We are going to need this tape measure for taking up our measurements, a pair of scissors, and a 4mm hook. So we are going to need also a darning needle for sewing our ends and also attaching our motif flowers. So we are going to consider half bust circumference. Our full bust circumference measures 20 inches. So our half bust measurements is 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10 inches. And since our top is going to be a well-fitting top, these 10 inches are going to be measured when it is stretched. So when it is stretched, it should be measuring 10 inches. It is going to be done in 2 different parts. Then our top full length is going to be measuring 10 inches. We are starting with a slip knot, and then we make a chain that measures 10 inches. Our top is going to be done in 2 parts, front part and back part. Then we shall join them later and we come up with that top. So let's meet when you have a chain of 10 inches. So when stretched, it should be measuring 10 inches. So from there, we add 2 more extra stitches, but we shall not consider them for our measurements. So now insert a hook in a 3rd stitch from the hook. We put 1 double crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook. We make 1 double crochet. So we're going to keep putting 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach at the end of our chain. We are using 1 double crochet all around. So here I've reached at the end of our chain. So now for row 2, we're going to do chain 2, turn our work. We put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch of our chain 2. Then we put 1 double crochet. We put 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Keep putting 1 double crochet in all the remaining stitches until we reach at the end of our row 2. We have reached at the end of our row 2. So for the remaining rows, we're going to keep repeating. When we reach at the end of the row, we're going to do chain 2, turn the work, put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch of our chain 2 stitch. Then in the remaining stitches, you keep putting 1 double crochet until you reach at the end of the row. So we're going to keep the process of chain 2, 1 double crochet in the very first stitch, then 1 double crochet in the remaining stitches until our front panel measures 10 inches. So we're going to keep repeating the process of row 1 and row 2 until our front part measures 10 inches. So let's meet when our front part is 10 inches. Now here is our front panel. It is measuring 10 inches. So we are going to do the same for the second panel, which is our back panel. We are going to do the same process that we have done for the front panel. So let us meet when you have 2 panels. So here we are with our 2 panels. This is the first one, this is the second one. Both measuring 10 inches length, measuring 10 inches. So what we're going to do next, we're going to join 2 panels together. So here I'm going to be using my yarn. I'm using white to. I want to first join the edges together so that I can get how to join it properly, joining 2 sides. So I'll come on one edge and attach my yarn. To join, I'm going to join using a slip stitch. So I attach my yarn, pull through, then slip stitch. You put the hook in one side and put it in another side, then you pull through with a slip stitch. So keep putting slip stitch until you reach at the end of one side. Then after, we do the same on the next side. So let's meet when I've reached at the end of one side of our top. Here we have reached at the end of one side. So what you do, you cut off the remaining yarn. We do the same on the next side by attaching our yarn in one corner. Remember I've said we are joining with a slip stitch all around. We attach our yarn in one corner, pull through. We are inserting a hook at the end of our row where we are doing chain 2. So do the same. Keep repeating slip stitch until you reach at the end of our top. So when you reach at the end, you cut the remaining yarn and pull through So now what we do next, this one is going to stay inside, so we turn our top like this. Here it is so far. So what we're going to do next, we're going to attach the straps on our top. So to attach the straps, you're going to get your measuring tape from the side of the top. You measure 2 inches on each side. So you're going to measure 2 inches, you put a marker. You go on another side, you measure also 2 inches, you put the mark. So now to begin on our straps, we're going to come here. We have put stitch markers for our straps. So this is where our straps are going to be ending. So we're going to count 4 stitches behind the stitch mark. So we are going to start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here we come and attach our hook on this. So when we insert our hook, we're going to we attach our yarn and we make a chain of 2, then put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch of our chain 2 space. So now we're going to put one double crochet in the next 3 stitches until we reach here on the stitch marker. So when we reach on our stitch marker, we're going to do chain 2, we turn our work and we put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch. So we put 1 double crochet in the remaining 3 stitches. When we reach at the end of our 4 stitches, we put chain 2, turn our work, put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch of our chain 2. Then keep putting 1 double crochet until our strap measures 7 inches. Our top is going to be having 4 separate straps. Here, our strap here measures to 7 inches. So now what we're going to do, cut off the remaining, do a strip, pull through and cut off the yarn. So you go on the next strap for the second strap. Come here where we have put a stitch marker. Count starting from that very stitch with a stitch marker. Count 4 stitches going backwards behind the stitch mark. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So you come and you're going to attach. You're going to put another strap. So you're going to do this. We attach iron. Chain 2, put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch where I've put chain 2. Put 1 double crochet in the remaining 3 stitches. So after turn your work, chain 2, put 1 double crochet in the very first stitch of chain 2. So keep putting 1 double crochet in the remaining stitches. When you reach at the end of the row, turn the work until our strap measures to 7 inches. So you're going to do the same for the remaining straps until we have 4 separate straps. Now here we're going to make some motifs to attach on our top. I have already done 2 motifs, so then let us do another one. Start on it. We're going to do a magic ring. Insert a hook in your magic ring. Make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. So put 12 double crochets in the magic ring. So this is the first one, second double crochet, third. You keep putting 1 double crochet until you make 12 double crochets. 11, 12. We have 12 double crochets in a magic ring. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull this yarn to close this remaining space. You see now it is closed. It has to be like this when closed. No space is left behind. So now put a slip stitch in the 3rd stitch in our chain 3, which we made at first. So we're going to insert our hook in the 3rd stitch. We put a slip stitch. So now start on our leaflets. We're going to make a chain of 8. We're going to separate. We want to make, our motif has 4 leaflets. So we're going to make 4 leaflets. To get our leaflets, we're going to divide them into 4 parts. So we're going to be considering 3 stitches takes 1 leaflet. Another 3 stitches takes another leaflet. And then another 3 stitches takes another leaflet. Then the remaining 3 stitches takes the 4th leaflet. We're going to divide it into 4 parts, considering 3 stitches per leaflet. So to start on our first leaflet, we're making a chain of 8. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are making a chain of 8 stitches. So we're going to insert our hook in the second stitch from the hook. We put 1 double crochet moving downwards. So put 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So keep repeating 1 double crochet in each and every stitch moving downwards. This is 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. We have 7 stitches. So what we're going to do, we put a slip stitch in the next stitch on our circle. Then now we're going to count. We said we're going to divide it by considering 3 stitches per leaf thread. So here we're going to count 3 stitches. Consider starting from this one, we have put a slip stitch. So I have in the stitch we have put our slip stitch. This is considered as stitch 1, then second stitch, then in the third stitch we put another leaf thread. So to reach in the third stitch, we're going to put a slip stitch in the next stitch. Then we put a slip stitch in the third stitch. Then on this third stitch, we're going to make a chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've said we're going to put 1 double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. 1 double crochet in the remaining 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 stitches for the next leaf thread. So to close off our leaf thread, we put a slip stitch in the first stitch of the third of our next leaf thread. So I say our next leaf thread is taking 3 stitches. So we're going to put a slip stitch in those 3 stitches. So this is the first one. The first one is the one where we close off our leaf thread. So this is the first stitch, then second stitch, then the third stitch. So far we have 2. Then in that third stitch, we're going to put another chain of 8 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we put a 1 double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. So here we are. So far we have 3 leaf threads. So we're going to do the same for the fourth leaf thread. We're going to do the same the way we've done our first, second, and third leaf thread by putting slip stitch in the 3 stitches. Then in that third stitch, you after putting a slip stitch, you insert that's why you're going to start your leaf thread from by making a chain of 8. Then after you do a 1 double crochet in the second stitch from the hook moving downwards. Then you insert 1 double crochet in the remaining stitches moving downwards. Here we are with our 4 leaf threads. So to close off our leaf threads in the remaining stitches here before reaching our first, in the remaining stitches before reaching our first stitch, you're going to keep putting slip stitch in the remaining 2 stitches. This is our leaf thread. We cut off our yarn, make single crochet, pull through the yarn. So we cut off this remaining yarn. So we're going to attach our motifs like this. We're going to use our darning needle to attach it. So to start off, we're going to start with the first one. You put your darning needle from behind. Yeah, we're going to fix it so that it does not get off from our top. We've put our yarn in our darning needle. So we tie from behind. Now here it is fixed in the center. So what we are going to fix here even the leaf threads. So here our first motif is attached. So we're going to repeat the same for the remaining 2 motifs. We're attaching them with using a darning needle by inserting a yarn in a darning needle. Then we sew them here. We sew them here using a darning needle. Here we are. We've finished attaching our motifs. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut off all the remaining yarns. Here we are. So far we've finished attaching our motifs on our top. These are our 4 straps. We said our straps, there are 4 open straps. The first one, second, the second on another side, the first one, the second. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut off all the remaining yarns and we see how our top looks like. And also this yarn that I used as a stitch marker is also going to be removed. So I'm also removing these yarns that we used as a stitch markers and we cut all the remaining yarns. Here we are. After cutting off all the remaining yarns, our top is done. So you tie our straps like this. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials.